Alright, and we're recording. So welcome to the second episode of the Ashes to Ashes podcast. Alright, let's get through the introductions. We'll do them one by one. We've got 3 new guests today. We'll start by introducing the first guest, Hugo.
Hi, I'm Hugo. I'm an avid Fire Emblem Heroes player. I think I've spent how much money have I spent? Probably like $1,200 on the game. In the past month. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, Hugo.
Just let me do my intro, okay? Let me do my intro.
He's still going? Alright.
Yeah, I'm not done here, okay?
Okay.
You know, I'm pretty new to this cryptoid stuff. I don't really know what these guys are talking about. But I've come here today because I've had a problem. I hope that problem is solved. But yeah, if you guys want to, I'm actually gonna be opening up an OnlyFans. Well, I will be selling feet pics.
Alright, we'll have a link to that in the description. Yeah.
Can we link that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright, great. Next up, we'll introduce Gib. Gib, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gib, and I've never played a Fire Emblem game in my life.
Well, why is everyone talking about Fire Emblem? This isn't a Fire Emblem podcast.
Let's run with the theme, all right?
Alright.
I have a pop vinyl of Master Chief from the Halo series.
Alright, cool. I lied. We actually have 4 new guests. Sorry, but I'll go to the American guest last because he's kind of like special. The other ones are just people I know. So next up, Stevie G. You want to introduce yourself?
Okay, guys. So, what's going on? I'm Steven. Basically, I've played a few Fire Emblem games. I'm more of a Persona fan myself, though. So, yeah.
Alright, cool. And finally, our 4th new guest is Chrysler.
Hello, I am Jesus Chrystler. I do not own a Fire Emblem game. I think they suck. I also don't own any pop vinyl figures. I think they suck as.
Alright, good. And, well, I'm unmuting everyone again because we've still got the other mainstays, you know. We've got Thomas Milk, myself, Joe Stain, Kirby. We're all here.
Cult.
Thank you.
I'm a professional cryptoid analyzer.
So I've invited Chrysler onto this podcast today for one reason, and that is he has a very interesting paranormal experience to share with the rest of us.
I have a interesting history with Cryptid, considering there's one that's a complete and total dickhead. I was in an alleyway begging for money when Rojo picked me up and trapped me in his basement, and I ended up on the podcast.
Did that really happen?
No.
It's true. I was there. I was the podcast. It is true. I am the podcast.
It's true.
I was the car.
You were the car, right. So let's start by talking about this cryptid. Just give us a general idea of what it is.
So it's an interesting thing. When I first moved into the farm I currently live in, nothing really happened, and then after like several months, I started seeing, a figure in the corner of your eyes, but it was always at the edge of the woods, and it was always there's a lot of hay that grows up, and I sell it, and
A lot of what?
whenever
Sorry.
the tall grass would turn into hay, which I would harvest from the farm. So pretty much, whenever the grass was really tall, I'd see this creature, this tall cryptid with a. I always its appearance changed from time to time whenever I saw it, but two factors always remained exactly the same, and that was that it had the head of a goat, and that it had black, oily skin that always seemed slippery. I'd see it more and more across the farm, always at the edge of these trees, And yeah, it's pretty much what it looks like. But I've had some interesting experiences with it. Going out late at night. The first time I saw it was like yeah, it was a couple months after. Just sitting there, I like look away for a second, still there. Go in, I'm like, I go into my house and I look outside and it's still fucking there. So of course, I'm spooked out. I get my dog, take him out there. Of course, not the best thing to do when there's a spooky demon creature outside your house. But yeah, I go investigating and suddenly it's gone. And this was a normal pattern for the first couple of times when I had seen it. But after a while, I would get closer to it, and with the more recent tales, like what happened in the tavern, is you get too close to something that has the head of a goat, and it doesn't tend to go well to say
Just
it.
to fill it in for our
yeah.
audience, the tavern is referring to the Dark Tavern, which is a Discord server we were both in.
The best Discord server.
Was that? You are in that. Was it the most recent encounter with this cryptid? The one that you talked about in the Dark Tavern?
Yeah, that was the most yeah, that was the most recent. I haven't seen it since then. And I'm hoping that keeps up because that thing was fucking scary as hell.
Now, one thing I remember you mentioning is it has something to do with, or rather, it could move its antennae on its forehead or something. Horns.
Yeah, that was just like I said, each time I saw it, a certain part of it was different. Like sometimes it would have 4 arms, sometimes it would have 2. Most of the time, it would have 2 arms. Being it was always bipedal though.
I see.
But yeah.
Right now, did you? If I may interrupt, sorry.
What's up,
no, feel free.
Yeah. Right now, did you happen to catch its name?
No. Sadly, I did not happen to catch its name.
Right. Have you come up with a name?
Was it a Wendigo?
Was it a Wendigo? I don't think. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know a lot about cryptids. All I know is this thing. So
I think it could have been a skinwalker.
I wouldn't be in.
Shut up,
Skinwalker.
Right. Oh, sorry. Go on.
To be fair, there was at one point people buried on this farm, slaves back in a while back, because this is a family farm that's run through my family for a while. So I don't know. Maybe one of them came back and got mildly agitated.
Just a question.
Oh yeah.
Do you live there alone or?
No, I don't live alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a weird story. Like I was in Poland at one point, maybe 2014.
I have a question.
It'll have to wait. I'm telling a story. Hugo. Anyway, I was in Poland in the graveyard. I did not say you could continue, Hugo.
Alright, Hugo. We'll get back to Chrysler's story later because it's pretty interesting. But for now, let's just listen to Joe Stain's story.
Yeah, the story's not that interesting though.
It is a good story.
Fucking.
Shut your goddamn
Alright,
mouth.
I've muted Hugo for the time being. Let's just hear your story.
Good, cool, thanks.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I was in Poland in 2014. I am muting him too because I can't. Alright, I was in Poland in 2014 and I was in a graveyard because graveyards are cool because they contain skeletons sometimes. Anyway, I was hanging about and I noticed there were stars of David on every gravestone. I was like, oh no, this is a Jewish graveyard, and they're not happy that I'm desecrating it. Anyway, I bolted out of there, and then when I got home, I realized that the ghosts used their vile Jewish sorcery to directly attack my credit score.
Okay.
Alright, great. Hugo, you want to ask that question you have for Chrysler?
I'm unmuted here.
Yes, you are. You're unmuted.
Just gonna ask Jesus Chrysler, could you send me a link to the SCP forum where you found that story that you just told us?
No, it's as I do browse the ASP forum, but no, it's not from
It's
that.
not an SCP story.
It's a genuine thing.
Oh, it's a real story. Oh,
Yeah, real
I didn't
story.
realize.
Does anyone want a Paddy Mar story?
Later, alright, I've got a really good question for
Okay.
Chrysler first, okay?
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
Chrysler question time.
It's
I think
exactly,
now that I've
it's-
realized.
Oh,
Now that I've realized this is a real story, you
Oh,
know, this is 100% a real story. It's not something he got off the
100% real.
SCP
Yeah.
forums or he made up himself. I think it's a good time to ask questions because I'm actually quite interested in his story right now.
Good.
So go ahead, George. Go ahead, George.
You have told me in the tavern that there are some things that actually drive it off or that it's scared of. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, as you said, that one music you sent me, the chanting, seemed to scare it a bit, but besides that, nothing else really seemed to scare it off. I mean, my dog did once, but after I think it realized that, it can fucking kill my dog pretty easily. Not that it
What breed is your
has. My dog is perfectly fine. Huh? What breed?
Yeah.
Golden Retriever White Lab mix.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah.
I'll edit a clip of that music and that chanting you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'll just edit it in the podcast.
Domine, ne in furore tuo aguas me, neque in ira tua crepias me. Miserere me, Domine.
Alright, great.
good
Now,
music.
someone else said they had a story they wanted to tell everyone. Who was it?
Are you referring to me?
Okay, I guess this is just
Oh,
the
yes.
spooky
I've
stories.
heard the story. This is actually a good
Bro,
story.
spooky
good
story
story.
power hour time.
Alright, is it my time to tell this sort of thing?
Go for it.
Yes.
Okay, now listen closely because this is, I don't think I'm crazy for this, but so it would have been about what month are we in?
We're in April.
Yeah, so this would have been like 2 months ago in like January.
Mhm.
That would have been February, so.
Can you not interrupt me?
Shut up.
Alright, well, can we just make sure Gib doesn't
This story's
interrupt me
stupid.
again?
I don't like this story.
Oh, I want to tell my story, okay?
I liked it where he delayed the story.
Alright, it took
Tell my
place in
story.
January or February, alright? Let's continue.
Okay. Now, I was just at home by myself. My parents were out at the moment.
Mhm.
This would have been a Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday because I had school the next day. I'd just come home from work, yeah. It was sometime in the afternoon. It was like 3 p.m. And this old woman, she comes to my door. And she knocks on the door.
Is that it?
Is that it?
An old woman
You're
comes
too
and knocks on your
incapacitated to
door.
finish the
Wait,
story,
okay, no.
Cryptid.
I'll tell the story. Okay.
Alright, continue.
So, she comes to my door. I know, it's funny. She comes to my door. And, yeah, so she tells me that, like, the grass that my house was, like, built upon, like, she had grown thousands of years ago. She'd, like, put those seeds there. And I was just thinking, like, what is she going on about?
Was she like an
talking about
ancient
how
Aboriginal
she owned.
spirit or something?
Yeah, she was talking about how like she owned the land that my house was built upon,
Mhm.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she said that she was going to put a curse on me. She said, "I'll put a curse on you," And she said some random mumbo jumbo, and she opened up her blouse, And this little naked man, about the size of a thumb, jumped out of her blouse and ran into my house. And ever since, like, she just ran away once that little man got in my house. And I haven't been able to find the man, but like little pieces of my clothes have there's like teeth marks and shit. And at night I can hear like squeaking noises, and I'm assuming it's coming from this little man, this little thumb-sized man.
Have you given him a name yet?
Yeah, what's
I
his
call him
name?
Thimble.
Yeah,
call him
Did you catch that name?
From the size of a thimble. I don't know. You guys are the cryptoid experts here.
So his name is Thimble? That's pretty
Yeah, I haven't told my parents.
terrible name.
Well, he's called
PG
Thimble.
podcast.
Have you spoken to him?
Alright, well, don't worry.
No, I haven't been able to speak to him. But I haven't actually told my parents. Like, I've only told you like this podcast about it because like obviously I look like a psycho, you know, talking about a little naked man that I saw
Little
jump out of
naked man.
glass.
You should have just told the woman, pulled out a reverse card. It would have instantly turned the curse on her. She would have died instantly.
Well, see, I'm not a cryptoid expert. But like,
Cryptid, not
Cryptid, not cryptoid.
A true everyone knows a true cryptid expert always keeps a reverse card in his back pocket.
okay, now can you cryptoid experts tell me, like, what I can do? Like, what is this creature? How can I get him out of my home?
All right, what I'm thinking is
I've got a solution. You see that little button, the red one that has like a handset and an X? Click it.
On.
On Discord.
It's basically if you right
like-
click on Joe, and then you click the mute button. That's how you get rid of him.
Yeah, do that.
No,
God
guys,
damn it!
can we actually be serious on this podcast? Like,
No.
I got invited here,
No.
and I was like really excited.
all right,
'cause,
shut
like,
up, Joseph. I actually want to talk about this.
Yeah, I'd actually be able to like talk to you guys about my really serious
the
problem.
dumbest
about this little
bullshit.
man.
I swear to God.
But look, no, it's not dumb.
You-
Okay, dwarf
listen,
sightings are seen all
I
over
thought
the
this
world,
was
pretty
it.
much
I
like
thought we
every
were
making
day.
gonna
this
say
up
what's
because
really
oh,
what's
we
fake
need
on this.
topic. How about we actually talk about something? How about we
No,
talk about
I'm
the guest?
talking about something.
Jimmy has been
important. How do
seen
I
all
get
around the
this man out of my house?
Oh fuck!
How do I get him out of my house? Seriously, you guys are the cryptoid experts, and I came.
Leave
here.
him alone.
Fucking
leave
just
him
pull a
alone.
slightly
Cryptoid.
bigger man out of
We
your
actually-
blouse and
Like-
have
If
him
we
out.
actually
Get him
tell
out of my
him-
house. I want some
Cryptoid.
info on how to get him out of my
Shut
house.
up.
You tell me. Can you stop making fun of me? You bring
Everybody
me on this podcast
shut
just
up.
to ridicule me. Just to
Everybody
ridicule me,
just
okay?
shut
You invited
the
him
hell
on the
up.
show just to
I
make
got
fun
a
of him.
story to tell.
You
No,
invited
I don't
me
want to
on
hear
the
your
show just to
fucking
make fun
story,
of me.
Joseph. All right,
Another
listen.
story.
No.
Okay, I'm muting literally
Round this
everyone
one
except for
out.
Hugo right
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Everyone except for Hugo is being muted one by one. Okay.
Wait,
good.
everyone except Hugo's being muted?
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay, thank you. George.
Alright, now we can finally talk to each
George.
other about it. Okay.
Alright, George.
Alright.
I'm muting the others right now. What do you suggest I do?
Um,
What do you suggest?
I think that dwarf sightings are seen all around the world. Like, pretty much, I wouldn't say every day, but they're very, very common for like little people, and it's been in pretty much every myth. One thing that's very common is like they're all pretty mischievous. They don't really mean to harm you. I don't think this one's gonna like kill you in your sleep or something. It's just gonna.
I know, but I want him out of my house. You know, he's a real nuisance. A nuisance, Nellian. Like, it's keeping me up at night. You know,
Yeah.
I started having to take sleep medication just so like I don't hear him. You know,
I see.
I just want him out of my house, really.
I think that I'll just end this topic because we've got to move on to other topics. I don't want to keep him muted for so long.
Okay, but I think, like, is there any solution on how to get him out of my house?
You know what I want you to do?
Is there any sort of
I want you to
ritual I can
line
look
all of
into?
your floors in your house with flour, right? Line all the floors with
Yeah.
flour when you go to sleep. And so while you're sleeping, you can see whose footprints are going across, and you'll see where he is. Make sure that he is not in your room. Line the floors with flour. You can see his footprints. Maybe you can track where he's actually staying. He'll be none the
I think I'll
wiser.
do that. I think I'll try that. Not tonight, but I'll try that tomorrow night, and maybe I'll come back later with an update.
All right, good.
But
Good.
thank you for that. That was good. Yeah.
All right, I'm unmuting everyone else now.
Same. Yeah.
What a dumb story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That
kind of
was
sucks.
really
Like,
not
no,
worth it.
no cab. All right, now I've got to
You
unmute
asked for a
Hugo.
Patty Mars story.
I'm mildly disappointed by your story, sir.
Yeah. All right. See, even our guest doesn't
The only
like
thing
that
that
one.
can
All right.
scare
Doesn't
Rojo
like-
is
it's
little
my-
men.
I've got a story.
Wait,
Yes.
guys, can we move on to the live reaction?
Live reaction.
No.
No, we're still going with all this cryptid stuff, right? This episode's
wait,
topic is
I've
basically
got a
What
cryptids.
about the live
story.
reaction, George?
Let me
Who the
tell you a
fuck
little
left?
story.
I don't know. The tale of the little men reminded me of the ancient Greeks had the myth
ancient
of
Greeks.
Say the
Prometheus.
ancient Greeks.
The ancient Greeks.
Ancient
Reminds me
Greeks,
of
yeah,
Arthur's
sorry.
Invisibles.
The ancient
Yeah.
chinks.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ancient
Right,
Greeks.
listen, you're coming on
Um,
the top cryptoid podcast here, so I think I expect you to get your words right. Seriously, you're just
Oh
being
shit!
unprofessional.
Sorry, Dad.
And manipulation.
We have way too many people for a cohesive podcast.
We have 8.
Alright,
Last
I'm
episode we had.
Hugo.
So.
Bro, how
We
big
haven't
like
even finished
talk
the
after
discussion.
time?
We
Kirsty and
started-
Shut
Gee,
up,
haven't
Sam.
even
Shut
said
up.
it.
I'm doing this again.
said something.
I'm
Can I-
I've said
can I
something.
do
I've
my-
said
God.
Seriously.
I'm muting everyone
Oh,
again.
Shut
I'm,
up, you're
I
watching
get
I'll
Tyler
unmute them and
Durden
mute them
podcast.
in order so that we can like do this again. Like, okay, yeah, exactly. Hugo's the only one who's actually like, Hugo's
See,
cool.
I'm actually being
I thought he was going to be all shit posty when he went on the podcast, but he's actually being quite civil, and I respect that. All right, now we can continue with the
This isn't
podcast.
even a good kind of bad. It's just noise.
What? Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, this. I have a feeling that once I finish editing this podcast, it's going to be legendary. All right, it's going to be better than the first episode.
Unless you're recording
It's either going to be amazing or absolutely terrible. That's
James,
how it
calm
ends
down.
up.
James,
Oh,
you take
sounds
your
fine.
Adderall today.
No, that was just the demons in my room. In my walls. They're in my
It's a little
walls.
man. It's a
They're
little
in
man in Hugo's apartment.
Hey,
They're
can
my
we seriously not
walls.
joke about this little man that I brought up earlier? Like, it's a serious topic. You guys just making fun
Sam,
of me.
Sam, tell us a
He's
story about
fucking
monkeys.
Prometheus
That's
as
not
well.
a story, okay?
What?
Seriously.
Tell us a story about monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not being specific enough. Which
Alright.
story?
Tell
Okay.
us any story.
That's it.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Okay,
hell.
at this
Poor
part,
Gib.
can you get that image of John Lennon dancing? Just put it there, please. Thanks. Anyway,
And can you
Sam,
put the
Now-
gifts
leave
of
it there,
the
leave it there in the
monkeys
corner.
that
I
says
think I've got a
Girl
good
Wind on it?
discussion topic.
Put that in there.
Can you get
wanna
me
talk
my
about
lewd?
I want to
Oh,
talk
you
about
want to
monkeys.
talk about monkeys? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of
Alright.
monkey?
Yeah, everyone say your favorite type of monkey.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I have a
What's your
cryptid.
first?
Um.
That's
I have
not
a
a monkey.
cryptid that haunted a high school, and it was actually a monkey.
Yes.
All right, let's talk
So it
about
was this.
the monkey of sexual asphalt high. Is it?
Yeah. So there's this high school known for its sexual assaults, right? And
What the
there was
fuck?
this great ape there, and they say it was the swinging
Did you say
thing.
grape ape?
Yes. And it was the
Great ape
swinging
escape.
coast to coast. This thing was out of sight.
Out of mind.
It was slick. It had like a really tall afro. It had a gold chain. It had a little handlebar mustache. It had cuffs, and my goodness, it's every girl's dream.
Can you
And the
provide an
lizards-
artist impression in the video?
Did you happen to catch his name?
Well, word on the street, his name was Leo.
Leo.
God damn.
Leo.
No.
I see. That is interesting indeed.
Yeah, and it bullied a few kids.
It bullied a few kids. Is that why it was like an evil cryptid?
Yeah, and then one of the kids who was bullied left the school.
Oh,
Oh.
man, that's
Oh shit.
fantastic. Oh Christ.
Yeah.
Can I tell a story?
Okay.
You may.
About my friend.
Alright.
So basically, what happened was, he went to like this farmer's market. It was quite far away from the city. And he went to this guy who was selling like old video games, right? And this guy was selling a copy of Legend of Zelda for the NES. And this kid had an NES, but like he didn't actually have a copy of Legend of Zelda for it. So he bought this copy of Legend of Zelda on the NES. You know, and he went home, and he plugged it in, and he played the game. And he told me at school, right? This is what he told me at school. He told me that when he came on the screen,
God damn. I thought that was going
can't
in a
do it.
completely different. I thought you were gonna repeat the story of Ben drowned or some shit.
Yeah,
Not
same.
I
when he
can't
came on
do
his
it.
screen.
I give
When he
up.
came on the
I
screen.
Just fucking,
I give up. I give up.
just fucking nuts on his
And
screen.
then when he
Right,
went
I
to
give
the
up.
man in the cave,
God.
the old man was reading if he come with dies.
Did it have hyper realistic blood?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Realistic semen.
Yeah.
And the nostalgia critic came on stream, and he screamed, and he was bold.
Oh shit.
No way.
Oh man.
Are you sure you weren't just watching a Nostalgia Critic video?
That's the cryptid.
Yeah. Tyrant Doug Walker.
Ugh.
Back to monkeys. I really like Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong?
God damn it.
I have a story.
Yes.
So it's about my friend. It was when he was like 12 or 11. He just finished his like indoor soccer practice,
Hmm.
and him and his friend, I think his name was like John McElroy or something. They got like picked up by his mom, right? And she was like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's." And so then they're like, "Great, McDonald's." And so they go to McDonald's, and the kid's like, the kid John, he's like, I'll get one Krispy Kreme donut and a Burger King burger, and like, his mom just like is in a panic right now. She doesn't know what to do. She just drives out of the drive-thru, and then like she takes that kid back home, and then like he never shows up at indoor soccer again, and like they try and find his family, but they never existed. I think it's some sort of cryptid.
Interesting. Why
Have
do you
you
think the
considered
cryptid
that
ordered?
maybe? Have you considered that maybe it was the McDonald's itself that was the cryptid, and it ate the child?
Oh, that's something I hadn't considered.
Have
No,
you
that's
considered
thinking outside the box.
actually,
Maybe the car was the cryptid.
it's actually a haunted McDonald's, I've heard. You know, it's actually the
I'm just muted Joe saying continue.
What is
Fucking
that?
Joe.
It's
It's
like
so-
it's some
Something
video
sad.
about a preacher and he like says come a bunch of times.
That's funny, because cum's a funny word.
Come.
Yeah.
Uh,
But what was I saying? Yeah, this McDonald's in particular. I heard it was
dude,
haunted.
McDonald's is awesome. You try their Shamrock Shake? Shamrock Shake? Jesus.
I don't think we ever got that
It's a
here, did we?
Shamrock
Irish.
shake.
Yeah, like
Not
we never
Irish.
did. I
Are
bet
you
Joe's has
fucking
got
kidding
something
me?
to say
You
about
guys never got the fucking Shamrock. Oh my god. Australians, you guys miss out on so much.
Describe the Shamrock
You
Shake
guys
to
have
us,
the,
sorry.
Describe the
you guys
Shamrock
have the
Shake.
hamburger.
It tastes like green.
If green had a flavor.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
It's
no,
minty,
it's
but
just green.
it's minty, but it's also really sweet and creamy at the same time. It's got a delicious. It's got a really thick texture as well.
It's a thick shake.
So
Sorry, Joseph, I have
Yeah,
to keep you
yeah.
muted while you're playing Love Train, otherwise this video might get like strike for copyright or something.
god fucking damn
Just
it.
send a message when you stop playing it.
Joe Sting gets a soft fucking copyright striked off the face of the earth. Oh shit! Yeah, someone was talking about McDonald's and cryptids.
Hmm.
Would you
Oh.
describe the American milkshake as very thick? Because
Yeah.
when I went to America, they
It's
were
about,
like,
it's about as
really-
thick as our healthcare problem.
oh,
Oh!
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So pretty damn thick.
I have American health, but I've never.
oh, shut
been
up,
to
Gibbs.
America. I've never been to America.
I see.
Now,
Hey,
do you guys
Gib.
think this cryptoid stuff? No, not this cryptoid stuff. This Corona situation. Do
This
you think
crypt-
it could be caused? Like, I know they're trying to say that China's fault. You know, they're
Alright.
eating bat heads.
But wait, have you guys
Before
Have you
But,
guys
have you
considered
guys
that?
considered that it could be the work
Maybe.
of a cryptoid?
or maybe the virus itself is a cryptid?
I like
going
that
in-
thinking. I actually like
going
that
in
thinking.
you.
See, you know, I'm a bit of I'm an amateur cryptoid thinker here, but I actually came up with a theory that the coronavirus is a cryptoid.
you came up with that?
Don't you mean
It blew up, and its
I have a
blood
theory
spread.
that everything is cryptoid.
Lion, that
God,
God,
Gib, come on, come on. I come on this
the true
podcast.
true
Hey,
secret
wait,
is I
I-
have to tell you this before
I
the
come on
government
this
knocks down my
podcast
doors.
on my important cryptoid stories and theories, and I'm just ridiculed. Seriously.
No,
Unprofessional.
no, I'm being dead serious. My left Joy-Con on my Nintendo Switch has been giving me some
Shut
goofs
up,
lately.
Gibbs. You're adding
And,
nothing to it.
And it's I think it
Gibbs,
might
I
be
will
a
name
cryptoid.
drop your primary school.
I think it might be a
right now.
cryptoid.
No, you see the difference. The thing is, the coronavirus is actually a cryptid that goes into your body and infects.
That's see, yeah. I was
Yeah,
just about to get onto that. I
Yeah.
actually have a
Left
theory.
Joy-Con
And then-
going
I
on
actually
my
have a
body.
It
theory.
runs out of your
Um,
nose at a high speed, and that's how it gets transmitted.
See, I actually have a theory. That the cryptoid, the disease is actually a cryptoid. That actually goes into your body. And it
That's
actually
exactly what I
shoots into your
just
nose.
said.
No, I came up with it.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it! You're stealing my stuff.
You know, criminals.
Wait,
could
can you
you?
not? Can you not come on this cryptoid podcast and accuse me of stealing? Okay, this isn't a drama podcast. You know, this isn't. This is a
No, Hugo.
podcast.
Hugo.
You're
This isn't the
Hugo,
Dark Tavern
you're accusing me
podcast.
of
It's not
stealing.
drama.
What's with that,
Okay.
man? What's with that? Seriously.
Are bullets cryptoids?
Yes, they are. They're very small
This-
cryptoids that travel at fast speeds.
Okay, what about
They can
what about a
run
cannon?
really fast,
They're just really fast. Yeah.
See, I actually
and
had this
they
theory.
dive.
I actually had this theory
God
that
fucking damn
bullets
it.
were cryptoids.
Are dildos
And actually,
cryptoids?
See, I actually had this theory that dildos were cryptoids.
Yeah. This man gets
No, they're cuboid.
Everything is a cryptoid.
cuboids.
Steven, you
No,
were
they're
telling me about a story earlier.
Oh
When
yeah, I
you use
was.
that,
guys,
pair of
I have
scissors as
myself a
dildo.
theory that Hugo is a cryptid and he's trying to cover for his people.
No,
I have a theory that Hugo is a cryptid and he's trying to subvert this chat with these two
Exactly what I was thinking.
lackeys.
I knew it.
Stevie G and
Rojo,
Gib.
I knew we were thinking alike, brother.
Yes, okay. Alright, blood brothers, alright? Let's one at a time, okay? You have to decide.
Just fucking
Alright.
meet everyone.
I mean, out of those three, alright, we've enacted a new rule. Out of those three, only one of Hugo, Gib, or Stevie G can talk at a time. Currently, Gib has the speaking permissions, and
I have speaking missions? Okay.
yes, you do, and you can choose who to pass it to once you're done, alright? And then they can choose who to pass it to. Okay, that's
Give
the
me
new
pass it
rule
to me, buddy.
to keep you under
That's-
control.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, for now, I think, just skip me and just pass it to Steven for now.
Pass it to Steven,
Hey, Gib,
alright, I'll
if you
do
give it
that.
to me, I'll give it back to you.
No, you've always got it, Chrysler.
So I have a story, guys. I have a story.
This fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I have a story, guys. I have a story.
What's your story?
Okay, so, basically my friend was telling me this story. It's really personal to him, so I'm not gonna say who it was, but essentially he was like at home. I think it was a couple of months ago. I think it was like January, February, and there's like this old woman that comes to his door, and she's like, I planted the seeds which grew the grass, which your house stands on, and.
Bro, alright, we get it. Who do you want to pass it to before I mute you?
Have you considered that maybe your house is a cryptid?
Oh, perhaps.
Monster House.
I'm gonna pass it to Kirsty.
Kirsty's always got it.
Yes.
She's always unmuted. It's like, and no, you can only pass it to Hugo or Gib because like those are the only two that are
I'm
muted.
gonna pass it to Gib.
Alright, let's pass it to Gib. Okay.
Guys,
Like Gimp.
how about I stay unmuted for a little bit and then we hear someone else's story and I get to react?
Yeah, I mean you don't have to talk actively. It's just like you do.
This isn't a podcast. It's a bad radio show. We have to talk
It's a
about it.
shitty radio station
Alright,
where,
well,
where we give our unneeded.
one time.
Wait. We don't need to fill the void, you know, like with meaningless chatter. I'll
Wait,
find a
no,
new topic.
wait. This is a
You,
serious
you
question.
don't need to fucking kill
you
the
consider-
podcast with your
No, no,
self-loathing.
Okay, would you consider like orally administered medication cryptids?
Yes.
Enough with the fucking
about, like,
everyone is a
what about
cryptid bullshit.
recreational?
It was funny like the first 5 times, not the 6 million fucking times you
What the
said
hell is a
it.
cryptid?
It just
Hey Rojo, have you
Yes.
considered that you might be a cryptid?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is,
Rojo,
He has a insane ability to block coins.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
sorry, man.
cryptoid, by the way.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a cuboid expert.
It's a cuboid. I'm actually more of a spheres guy. So what's up, guys? Who's joining?
That's it.
I don't know what is up. Did someone just join?
Wait, hey, Rojo, can I do it?
Can you do a what?
No.
Can I do an intro?
No.
Alright,
Fuck,
what?
yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean by an intro?
We already
guys,
heard
it's
your
me.
thoughts on Fire Emblem, you ass.
Hey guys, it's me, Rojo. This is my podcast today.
God damn
Okay.
it. Everyone needs to redo their everyone needs to redo their intro but be Rojo.
Alright, are we
In,
doing that? Well, I'll go first because it's
okay.
alphabetical.
Okay. Let's do that.
Like,
Everyone
funny.
redo
Do you
their
actually
intro.
want to seriously do like our introduction?
No,
Alright,
we're fine. Okay,
my name
we're
is,
fine as it is. This is only like a half-serious podcast, and it's pretty funny
My
right
name
now,
is,
as long as you don't.
It's pretty fucking serious at the moment.
It's fucking hilarious.
Hey, you told me that this was going to be a serious podcast.
This is a serious
shit.
podcast.
It's super serious.
There were like
Really?
super
three
serious.
people
No,
derailing
it's
it
so
here.
serious.
The bloody CIA agents, alright? They're already in this podcast.
So there's
Yeah,
a
they're
CIA
cryptid-
agent in
they're
here, and he's
cryptoids
trying to
too.
derail our chat with their
They're
cuboids.
cryptoids.
They've got nano.
This gum
But it-
that I'm about to. This is a cryptoid. This gum, a cryptoid.
Wait, Kirsty, I have a question. Kirsty,
Yeah?
Kirsty.
Is
Can
Steven
you
an
put Luke
uncle?
on? Can you put Luke on?
He's doing something else at the moment.
No, I
Okay.
don't care. Get Luke
Kirsty, I have
on.
another
I
question.
don't care either.
You get the other person on.
Ask
We need another person. Everyone else has gone completely insane.
Yeah.
Can you please stop
Fucking
farting?
sus.
Alright,
Fucking
I
damn
reckon-
it.
let's go back to Jesus Chrystler's story about the.
Okay,
I
good,
just
good. Yes, let's talk
realized-
about the story, alright? Now, I
Oh,
thought it was
yes.
interesting that they had the head of a goat, okay? I thought it could have been a skinwalker because they have the properties of mimicking voices, and what I was thinking was...
Oh yeah.
Christ told me something very
That's
interesting,
why
which
he's
is...
the goat.
The
what?
goat.
Which is that, when...
What was that?
That's
Sorry,
why your
I didn't,
shoes
catch that.
raggedy.
Here I am, stupid prick.
Which is
It's
why...
a pretty good game.
Yeah, it is a pretty good gang, huh?
Yeah. Great.
What was I saying again?
Yeah,
I can't remember because some CIA agents derailed this shit.
No,
No,
Julian
I'm
Assange
saying
was
I
a member
fucking
of
saw
the
that
family.
shit.
Did you guys know that?
What? Yeah, I
Julian
mean,
Assange.
what about him?
Hugo is secretly a
He was a
CIA
member of
agent
the
and a cryptoid all in one.
Family?
A cryptoid hired by
You
the Federal
seriously not know
Bureau of
what the family
Investigation.
is?
No.
Wait, George, do you know what the family is?
No,
It's like
okay.
a Netflix show where
The
they...
fuck is the family?
Chrysler
It was
would not know.
that
What?
Cold and Dandy knob. Gib, you know that Julian Assange, that like
Yeah, the
WikiLeaks
cult.
dude.
Yeah, the cult where
Yeah,
they would
Julian
literally
Assange
abduct
lived in that.
Alright, listen, I'm sorry to the three of you, but all three of you are just gonna have to be kicked out now. Like, you've got
What?
Ah,
you've got 10
Gee.
seconds to
Well,
say
well,
whatever you want
fucking
before I kick you
shot.
out.
Well, I tried
was
bringing up
being
an
a
actual
good
topic,
boy.
and you guys didn't even know what it was.
No, the family is a
terrible
real
topic.
thing.
George, I
Who's getting
brought
shot?
up the actual topic.
Okay, the three of you
The family's like
all vote for someone
only
else.
real shit that's been said here on this podcast, and we get kicked as soon as that.
Because, like, you just do... I mean, like, come on, you know you're being CIA
George,
agents
I
here.
was
You
being
just
a good
derailed
boy.
mother.
No topic.
Oh,
George,
come
there was
on.
no topic.
Okay, there is a
Exactly.
topic.
There is
We're going to talk
that
about
is a
Chrysler's
topic.
Alright, what's the
thing.
topic? What's the topic?
Chrysler's
What's the topic?
Cryptid, okay? Chrysler's Cryptid. I was going to talk about how it has this ability to, like, cancel out any waves, including, including radiation and shit.
Okay, I'd like to hear this.
What?
What, you-
Radiation.
Yes, you already know this, don't you?
I never mentioned radiation. I did
Hmm.
mention that it had the ability to cancel out waves using a certain
Waves. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
sound principle. Yeah, it can't like cancel out radiation. That's
How to
you
turn
know,
off the internet?
doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, true.
But
Can we keep
yeah,
it already?
Yeah, alright. Three of you vote for someone that isn't you. So, like, Hugo, you can vote for Gib or Steve. Steve, you can vote for Gib or Hugo, just go.
everyone vote for
What are we
Joe.
voting for?
Everyone
stay.
vote for Joe.
You can't vote for yourself.
I'm staying.
I
dude.
stay. Oh wait, no, I can't vote for myself.
Mhm.
I vote for Hugo.
I have a Hugo.
I went for.
He might be one of them Iranians, but you know,
Alright, Hugo.
an Iranian terrorist. Oh shit.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, now this podcast is at optimal size, and I don't feel like doing all this again, okay? We got some good parts, but we got a lot of shit, and we need to dig through that shit to find dimes, okay? I made that blunder when I was talking about radiations, but what I was going for was...
I think that was
We'll
a
make
pretty good
diamonds from
podcast
the
so
ration.
far.
It is a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
no, I think it's pretty good. I think it'd be
keep
pretty
all of that,
watchable.
honestly. I'd keep all of that.
Alright, let's keep all that. No radiation, but, like, it's cancelled out your internet before, right?
Yeah, no, it has done that before. It was more fucking with the power.
Power.
I still have no fucking clue how it happened, but something happened. The breakers were flipped.
Interesting.
It wasn't breakers. It was fuses. Sorry. But yeah, I had to wait until I had to go and get some more fuses to replace the ones that burst. Yeah, it has fucked with the internet and the power,
I see.
along with cancel. Not sure if you guys know this, but there's a certain wavelength that if sound reaches the complete opposite of that sound, the wavelength wise, it cancels out. And I think that was what happened when.
That's how noise cancellation works.
Yeah, noise cancellation, pretty much. Yeah.
Not pretty much. That is exactly how it works.
Yeah, it's exactly how it works. Yeah.
Yes, that's why when I gave you those audio files, I gave you them inverted to see if he could like invert the inversion, and then he would be like chanting the normal parts himself. But unfortunately, it seemed to be smarter than that, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Well, you can invert audio files like that using Audacity. It's a very simple tool. You know, Audacity is free.
Are we sponsored by Audacity now? You gonna?
We are.
You gonna?
Audacity is open source and it's freeware and it's great. Well, they better. It's good software.
Say
If
good
Audacity
things.
sponsored me, I'd wear their shit everything.
Yeah, not a bad logo, huh?
I personally, I'd sell my soul for Audacity. Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes left in the podcast. What are we going to talk about? I actually got 2 paranormal experiences from fans sending in some fan mail, anonymous fans.
Oh shit! Fan mail. Fan mail.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Hugo?
Can I read one of the stories out? One of the fan.
Oh, dude, can I read one as well?
I mean, you can try. I only wrote it in dot points. I don't know if it would make sense.
All right, we'll just send
Can
it
I
over
go
to
to the
me.
toilet?
Send it over to me. I'll read it.
Okay.
Yeah. We all need to read
I'll
it
fill in the
together,
gap.
guys.
Alright,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Alright, now staying at Mum's old room, sleeping there, having a dream about a dead relative, having conversation. Went to grab hand, woke up, sat up straight. Felt like I had something coming out of me. Blue light. Now,
I do
think
remember
this could
lights
actually be
having
a
something
reference
to do
like
with souls.
this could be a
while
reference
back.
to an internet video, where this kid he turns on a light on his computer, and it actually turns blue, and he seems to get the life sucked out of him and die. I think you should put that video on the podcast so we know what we're talking about, George.
God damn it!
Alright, I know exactly what video you're talking about. I'll send it
there's
here so
also,
everyone else can see it.
I don't know the exact specifics, but there is
I think that's what this is referring to right here.
I do remember hearing a lot about like soul lights or something like that, or soul lamps, some shit like that. Yeah, will-o-wisps. Where lights are connected to souls, so it could perhaps be referencing to that. Maybe he was referencing that something was sucking the life out of him, and he was slowly becoming a will-o-wisp.
Interesting.
They're gas that ignites.
Yeah, I don't really like that theory, Joe. I don't really.
It's not a theory though.
Theories.
It's science.
Yeah, I don't really think this Joe guy's trying to use science to decode stuff.
Science has no place on this podcast.
Fuck you, science. Fuck out of here.
So all science is out now. Let's talk psychology.
Ooh, psychology.
Oh, Kirsty's here.
It rises self, people. Yes, Kirsty, did you do psychology? Do you enjoy psychology? What is the story with it?
So I did psychology in year 11 and 12. I really enjoyed it.
Why?
God damn it. God.
Do I need an explanation of why I like psychology?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I was expecting that answer to begin with. No comment.
All right,
Sorry,
I
did
see.
I ruin the podcast with that cough?
I like psychology. That's the main reason.
No, I'm sorry.
Interesting.
Maybe edit that out later.
No, I mean, I don't know how I feel about psychology. It's kind of had its name dragged through the mud because 2 of its like pioneers, founding fathers, were
complete mental cases themselves. Yeah.
Complete mental cases themselves. Yeah,
That's
and they basically tried to like use occult terminology and things like that in psychology, and didn't turn out too well. So it's been recovering over the past century.
Jesus Christ.
Glory.
It's crazy.
Start a love train. Love train.
Love train. Love train.
Join in. Start a love train.
All right.
Come on.
Now, Should we wrap up now? Does anyone else have
Is there
anything
another
else?
piece of fan mail?
That's all, folks.
I think
There is a
everyone
second piece of
fucking
fan
died
mail,
at the end of it.
but it's
Forget
kind of
Every-
lame.
Dude,
let's
send the fan
programming
mail,
stopped.
dude. Do it.
Cryptoid.
Send the fan mail.
All right, here's a second piece of fan mail.
So us cuboid expert can decode it and take a deep dive into it. See if it is cubular.
Sailor suit. I'm going sailor
I
suit.
saw a kid in her house once. It was only really brief. Sailor suit.
What?
I think this could be referring to this cosplay. That many
Damn it.
men with beards and glasses often dress up in. Of an anime character, a Japanese cartoon, as
Would
some
that
people may
happen?
know. Of
Sailor Moon, maybe, you know?
Actually, hang on. I've got an interesting story to close off with.
We're talking about sailor suits. there's
Okay, let's
also,
talk
like,
about this
tons of
interesting
This-
story.
this
Close
is-
up with.
Less
Shut up,
paranormal and
Korean
more
cartoons.
just like science, yeah?
Okay, I'm down for that.
So, nuclear bomb, right? You're familiar with
Have you guys heard they actually
Shut
got
up, Hugo.
Travis Scott?
Joseph, stop.
Shut
tell the
up,
story.
Hugo.
Yeah, what were you saying, Joseph?
Shut up.
No, I've muted him. It's alright.
I don't know who Travis Scott is, and I don't know what Paul is, so you can just shut up about both of them. Anyway. Shut up!
Dude, just
You
mute
know you
Hugo for
fucking
yourself.
hell,
Just mute him
fucking
yourself so we can hear the
I
story.
have.
Christ.
I'm just yelling at him.
Oh
and-
god.
So the nuclear bomb, right? Some scientists got a hold of one and thought, yeah, we're going to perform some tests. So they put a manhole cover on top of it. Blew it up. Never saw the manhole cover again.
That was the first man-made item in space.
Mm.
Before Sputnik.
If you have seen said manhole cover, can you write to us?
Yes.
Or I'd like to know where it ended up.
Alright,
Tell
everyone.
me they
This
didn't
has
want
been
monkeys in
the
the
Ashes to
Alright,
Ashes
everyone, this has
podcast.
been the
I've
Ashes to
been
Ashes
Ashes to
Mr.
Ashes
Swooze.
podcast.
This
This
has
has been
Josh,
Rojo.
I
This
have been
is
Jesus
This has
Taylor
been
with
Joe
TF2
Stain.
Stream.
This has been
Reporting live.
Hugo.
This has been the
This has
three-man
been our
band.
special guest,
TF2
Jesus
Stream.
Christ.
Two people that were
Thank you
fucking
again.
kicked out.
Everyone give it up for
Taser
Jesus
Day.
Christ, our very special guest.
Reporting
And
live.
the
This
most
is
prominent
Taser
member
Day
here,
with
Kirby
TF2
B.
Stream.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to our
Taser Day with
podcast.
TF2 Stream.
And
It was a great
Live.
podcast.
please don't come back,
Taser Day
Hugo.
with a
Please
TF2
Please
stream.
don't come back here
Reporting
again.
live. This
Yeah.
is
Thanks for
Taser
tuning
Day with a TF2 stream. Reporting live.
Yeah,
This
link
is
to my
Taser
Yeah.
fans in
Day
the
with a
description
TF2
below,
stream.
Patty Mara
along with my
reporting
15
live.
Patreons and my premium
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Haha.
So feel free to check.
Alright, great. Let's
Shut up,
stop the
Patty.
recording. That's a wrap.